going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today, welcome to the North DC Great Barracudas Dynasty. Now, we are in the national championship game. Well, not us, but the Maize and Blue, Michigan, number 2 in the nation, 10-1, taking on 12-0, number 1, Florida. That's right, the Gators are on the verge of capping off their very first undefeated season. Whether we're talking about before this game came out, after this game came out, they're still looking for that perfect national championship year. And could it come today? It's going to be Chad Henne taking on Chris Leak, 2 quarterbacks that are pretty darn good. 3rd in conference with 3,518 yards, 6th in the nation with 38 touchdown passes. You know I'm talking about Chris Leak. But not only are both teams stacked, both teams had a little bit too much to drink. Anyways, man, 50-29 is the final. Florida, they do win the ball game, and they do cap off their season with the national title in a perfect 13-0 season. Now, they were losing to end the first half, 13-7, but then they went on a 15-0 run in that third quarter, put up 28 points to Michigan, 16 in the fourth quarter, and walk away with a 21-point victory. So congratulations to Florida. Maybe one day soon, we will be in that national title game ourselves, but it won't be with the help of Mike McFadden. As a redshirt sophomore, he's going to say, I'm ready for the pros, baby. I am ready. And he's probably right. Joseph Falk, a redshirt junior, he's going to take his talent to the pros as well. Then Matt Perkins, our kicker, he will be going to the pros also. And I know that this is college and we want to keep these guys around for as long as we can. However, I do it like Kentucky, modern day Kentucky in their heyday. 1 and done, that's fine with me. And in college football, 3 and done, that's fine with me also. And we're losing some mainstays like Diggs, Kramer, Brown, Powell, just to name a few. And then you also got J.D. Smith, you got Rowe. So a lot of old linemen, they are coming and going. They are graduating with their degrees in hands. And like Mom always told me, even C's get degrees. Samuel, I was hoping a lot more from Samuel for his college career. Really didn't turn out that well. Porter and Nelson, absolutely going to miss those guys. Love those guys. Wendell Johnson was well done on the outside. And then Brian Johnson, our fullback, 99 overall. Absolute thug out there blocking and running and receiving the football. But now it's time to reload, as they say. With the 6th best player in our recruiting class, we have Dan Hodges. He is a defensive end, number 19 defensive end in the nation, 6'1", 260 pounds from Pennsylvania. He is coming in as a 4-star recruit. Another defensive end, this is David Ross. He's the 8th best defensive lineman in the nation, defensive end in the nation. He comes in at 6'5", 255 pounds, out of Virginia. He runs a 4.6. His field awareness is a B. Vertical jump 33.9 at 255 pounds. That's not too bad. And then that bench press looking solid. So is that squat. Then we had to get a fullback. Fullback, our 3rd best recruit is Jason Haynes, the number 1 fullback in the nation, out of Maryland, so he's staying in town. 5'11", 226 pounds. You can see he runs a 4.6, not the fastest guy in the world, but his field awareness is great. His hands are A-, so he is a receiving fullback, Tom Rathman style. Now we got to handle the O-line, okay? We lost some guys up front. Mike Thomas, the 11th best guard in the nation, 6'4", 280 pounds from Mississippi, ran a 5'10", field awareness is at an A+, and of course the bench press and all that good stuff is looking spiffy. So we go from Mike Thomas to Tommy Matthews, halfback, number 12 in the nation at his position, 6'1", 215 pounds, a little bit more of a power back than a speed guy. He does run a 4.48, which is not bad, but at 215 and a 640 squat, I think he can run some guys over, give some people the business. And then last but not least, our number 1 recruit is Stephen Brown, free safety, number 8 in the nation at his position, 6'1", 198 pounds, ran a 4.33, field awareness is an A, vertical jump at 42, and he had hands rated at a C-, bench bench press at 315, squat at 570. Those aren't the actual numbers that they might be, might not be, who knows. The rest of the guys, TJ Brown, receiver out of Ohio, the 3-star recruit. Got a kicker who's a 2-star recruit. Then we come back with an athlete who's a 2-star recruit in Walter Butler, 6'4", 207, has nice hands as well. Then we got this free safety, and then we have another athlete, 1-star recruit who could fare well as a receiver. We lost out on that tight end at this strong safety. This halfback who he ran a 4.1. That cannot be accurate, but that's what it said. And then the rest of the guys who we missed out on are right here. And it always sucks to miss out on guys that you really, really want. But at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. You can't have everybody. You can't have everything that you want. These are the top guys in the nation. Top DN going to Minnesota. The top punter going to Maryland. D. Mays. That's one heck of a name. The number 1 D tackle going to go to Kansas State. And then you have the number 2 defensive end, Elton Lewis from Oklahoma, staying in town to play for the Sooners. The number 3 defensive end going to go to Tennessee. You can see the defensive ends are at a premium. Okay, they're at a premium. I feel like the ones we got were pretty good, but these guys here. Number 1 center going to be staying in Florida, going to be playing for the Miami Hurricane. And then the best linebacker, middle linebacker in the nation from Colorado, he is going to be playing this football at Washington State. Washington, you have a blue chip recruit. When was the last time? Washington State, you have a blue chip recruit. When was the last time that happened? The number 1 strong safety going to be playing this football at Northwestern. He must be a smart guy. Number 1 halfback going to be going to Colorado. And then the number 2 halfback, he will be going to Ohio State. He is born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. And he's going to be playing his football in his home state. Congratulations to them. Now, when it comes to the top recruiting class, got Michigan, Georgia Tech, Oklahoma, USC, followed by Tennessee. Then you got, of course, Miami on the list. Virginia Tech follows them. After Virginia Tech got the Ohio State University. Kansas State, they have cracked the top 10, and Georgia is the 10th best recruiting class in the nation. When it comes to Butler, like I said, a tight end fits him perfectly. 68 overall tight end, 65 overall athlete. Jenkins, 65 overall athlete, 65 overall receiver. So when it comes to our schedule, we're going to be playing Wake Forest, Ole Miss, Akron, Minnesota, Boise State, Northern Illinois, Central Michigan, USF. We're also going to be playing Maryland, Virginia, and Notre Dame. Free safety, you got to get redshirted. Best recruit in the class, but he has to get redshirted. It only makes sense that we do that, and that'll give him an extra year to blossom, and he's going to come in being an absolute beast, all right? So I think that we are set up for the future fairly decently. USC is number 1 team in the nation, followed by Michigan, Penn State, Texas, Oklahoma, Michigan State, Miami's number 7, followed by Florida, who won a national championship, but they lost all those players, so they're no longer a top 5 team, but are a top 10 team. Wisconsin at number 15. Georgia's behind Georgia Tech, and then you got Oklahoma State, Maryland, Washington, Virginia, Colorado, Nebraska, Iowa, and Stanford's the last top 25 team. And we're ranked in the top 60 at 59, but we have a B- overall, C+ for offense, and we have a D, or a B, for our defense. So I think we're set up fairly well, not just for the future, but maybe for this season. And I hopefully that is the case. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope the rest of the day is the best of your day. Tune in again, my friends. Peace, love, hot sauce.